All right, good morning, Raylene. Hi, honey.
Good morning.
Hey, before I forget, well, first of all, you've got the Aired Out podcast live from the ASB Financial Studios, Fly on the Wall Productions, Main Street, Barrie, Vermont, on this rainy Thursday morning. Before I forget, the open house is tonight for the Chamber of Commerce.
Nice.
Le Peach Gourmet.
And they're going to show off their shared space that you can use and stuff, right?
Yeah, which is so. Have you seen the pictures?
Yes.
Incredible.
It is.
But Le Peach Gourmet is going to be doing some refreshments tonight, and all are welcome. Misconception that you have to be a Chamber of Commerce member to go to some of these mixers. No, not true.
No, go check it out, and maybe that will even help you make the decision to become a member.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have a chance to meet everyone, see what they're all about.
That's right. Do some networking.
Yeah.
Bring a couple of business cards and get in on the raffle, too.
Mm-hmm. They do some great things.
What is it? How do you pronounce it? Billiot Place? I don't know. There's a lot of French accents going on today, and I just don't do the French accent.
Me either.
I can try, but anyway, it's great to have you on board, and thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, for listening. Yeah, hey, look at this,
What?
Theodore. We've got a new listener.
And
Can you
who's
imagine that?
Who's that?
Theodore.
Theodore who?
I don't know how to say his last name.
Oh, is it another French thing?
No, definitely not French.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Maybe we could just call him Teddy
All right.
and be done with it,
And
or
if-
just Ted.
Yeah, because if anybody comes down here and tries to beat your ass for calling him Teddy, then
Yeah.
you know
Hey, George Goines,
I'm looking.
that dirtbag from Jeffersonville or Johnson, finally nabbed this guy.
Yes, in a parking lot, Price Chopper parking lot in Burlington. But good job. I mean, that was pretty quick to apprehend him, actually.
Really? Is that where they got him?
Yeah.
I would have figured he would have had a couple of brain cells left to be able to think that he should, like head for Mexico or Canada or somewhere far away.
Well, maybe that was the plan, but good, swift work got him sooner than that, and we're lucky that that's the way it happened.
Yeah. So this guy basically was dealing all kinds of
Drugs.
heavy drugs in Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat of a known house that he was
as
doing.
we learned when we were there with Jennas Promise.
Right. And they finally nabbed this guy. So what are we going to do? What's the latest?
Right, and they nabbed him because he shot somebody. I mean,
right.
He wasn't picked up because he was dealing drugs. He was
Yes.
picked up and finally got busted because he shot somebody in the neck.
At like 2:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy's still alive that got shot.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he being arraigned?
I would assume, like ASAP, probably
All right.
today. That's usually it happens that quick. So that would be my assumption.
Where's this guy going? Is he going to go to the big house for a little while, or are we just going to slap him on the wrist and get him, back?
Hopefully he'll go away for a while.
Yeah.
He's pending a lot more charges than just the sale of drugs.
Good.
Attempted murder.
Yeah. That's usually, attempted murder is usually a pretty serious charge.
Right.
Sparks were apparently flying last night
That's what I hear.
at Montpelier City Council, where a member of the community got a little hot and got hotter and was, I guess, from what I understand, was just out of control and totally disrespectful, and had to get carted out by the police and arrested. So,
Not good.
and it once again, it just got me thinking about how everything is so supercharged right now. Everybody politically and in other ways. I mean, we've been talking about mental health so much in the month of May. I mean, everybody is just, well, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. Emotions are running
The
high.
majority. I mean, I spend most of my time wanting to rip people's faces off lately.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just grumpy. I'm just bitchy. It is.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of it all.
So.
But on that note,
Mm-hmm.
Barry City Council, however, the council they're doing a really good job working together and kind of keeping the peace and keeping things calm and rolling through the meetings and getting things done and communicating well. This last week they had Tom Lozon and a few others did kind of a nice remembrance, I guess. So that's what we'll call as remembrance for Jody Norway, and they talked about the grand opening of the Rainbow Community Center and
Rainbow Bridge. Yeah.
welcomed them, and it was just a good meeting, and they appointed executive session, but they announced after the new appointment for the city manager, and it's Nicholas something, but I do not remember his last name. That's not good of me, but I don't.
We will get it. We will all get it.
And I've already shared it, so it's on there. But so yeah, I just think that it's not easy. There's a lot of members gritting their teeth and doing what they have to do, but that's what they're doing. They're gritting their teeth and doing what they have to do and keeping it civil and working hard. And it's just nice to see after a couple of years of some pretty intense
temperate meetings. So
and I mean, nothing real big has come on the agenda lately. So it's been pretty smooth and, easy to get. So we'll see if they continue to do that when something does come up.
Things were hot in Montpelier, and things were calm in Barrie for city council this week. So there you have it.
Yeah,
Michael Booten and Terry Ryle, by the way, watching this morning, tuned in, and Roseanne Sayers, watching us from the National Life Center at CVMC, saying good morning.
Good morning, Roseanne.
She referred to you as beautiful.
She's beautiful too.
Yes, she is.
She's going through some hell right now. Well, has been for a long while, and she smiles.
Oh, I know.
And works every day and does whatever holy hell.
Cancer sucks, man.
How many people could take a lesson from her?
I'll be the first to tell you that I have no idea what it's like to go through chemotherapy. Never done it. Hoping that I'll never have to.
Continue life. I mean, she still does everything for making strides for breast cancer. She's always trying to give and do and work full time. And and she's been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Shaved her head.
Yeah.
Bald is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. She went to the game last night, too.
Mountaineers?
She did. She won tickets, and she went. She had a great time.
Listen, we have to just pick a night, go on the air, tell people, hey, we're going out to the Mountaineers tonight. Come with us. We'll all sit together and act like a bunch of hooligans. We should do that. We'll get Roseanne. We'll get a few other people. A pound of creamy and a beer at the same time, and we'll just have a great time. Maybe throw down a hot dog or two, or 5.
Yeah, we'll need to bring Roseanne with us because we'll need a DD.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. If she's willing. Maybe you'll have to be the DD and Roseanne and I will be the ones to raise hell.
Look, we talk about it. First of all, it is pouring behind you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look at that rain coming down. It is blasting.
I know. I when I left my house this morning, hadn't rained all morning.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. I gotta walk out to my car. Where's the umbrella? In the car. What the hell is wrong with me?
That just threw a little gas on the Raylene fire this morning.
Yes, it really pissed me off.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we're gonna. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay, I admit, and I'm sorry. This is my fault. I have not checked anything about Thunder Road for tonight.
Oh, I'm sure there's no way it's going to happen.
So I'm asking. I mean, this is why we say, we engage with our community, and we're doing that right now. I'm asking if anyone watching, listening right now
knows
about what's going on with Thunder Road tonight and can drop anything in the comments here. That way we all know, and you're helping me, and we're repeating it on the air here and all that. Courier Park on Thursdays. That's going to be coming really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Really soon. What is it? Like a month away?
The schedule is out. I know that. It has been posted, and
all right,
we'll share up all the info.
All right, we will. And Tracy Lewis is going to come on with us.
Oh, yes, tomorrow night this week. It was already scheduled that Friday night would be Thunder Road.
Thunder
this
Road,
week.
yes.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Linda.
I had forgotten. Mm-hmm.
Don't forget about Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
Linda
listen,
Kusher, don't give all the credit to Terry.
It's scrolling, and it's backwards, as you know. I'm on my phone, not on there.
Well, I know, but Linda commented first. She beat Terry.
I can't see hers. Hers already rolled up on my phone.
Whatever.
I have to scroll back down. Just hush your mouth. She knows I love her.
Let's talk about Jennas Promise roasting, where we went a couple of days ago, up in Johnson. Mm-hmm. That was an experience for me that carried with me for the rest of the day and that night and into the next day. And I couldn't stop talking about it to Sherilyn. It was just it was a really profound day for me. We went up there. Jennas Promise is basically, in a nutshell, to abbreviate to people, is a nonprofit rehabilitation family.
It's a sober bubble. That's what I look at it as, like literal bubble wrap. Way up they do.
Way up in the hills of Johnson, Vermont, in the middle of nowhere.
What they do is incredible. They have literally established their own little village, I guess you could say, of, they have the sober living. They have the community center at the church that they had bought, but they have G.W. Tatro, of course, has been around for a long time.
Yeah, Terry Ryle just posted Dawn and Greg Tatro, amazing people.
Yeah, I mean, the best. Who could, I don't have enough to say about them. Yeah. It makes me even. But, the businesses that they've bought or established, and so that they can provide jobs and a life for people suffering from substance abuse disorder to just be human, be normal again, and learn how to live life and be a part of a community sober. I mean, they're having a cornhole tournament. They just had some sort of prom, and they do all of these different things that besides the work. And then there's the gym and a huge support system. You can, counselors and groups, and they just embrace you, and they do all of it in memory of their daughter
Jenna,
who passed, and and her mom promised that she would never give up on her.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, Jenna's Promise.
Yes.
And, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
They created just like...
How amazing would that be to have something like that here? And, I mean, I say that, when I say that, I would want it to be something just like theirs, not state run.
No.
No, we throw that into the wrench and then we're just going to fuck it all up, just like always.
Yep.
It literally needs to be something like that is brought here by a family
organically built.
Yes, and it's just how it has to happen. And I know, and I keep saying this. People say, not in my community. I don't want that in my community. And it is in your community.
Right.
In a bad way.
It already is.
It is in your community.
Hello.
And so let's decide to do something about it. And
They-
in a good way.
They just do this whole... like they say on their Facebook page, this whole life approach to recovery, which for some people they can clip along at a for lack of a better term, faster pace than others. Some people are up there for
a couple of years, they don't. That's okay.
Right.
That's okay. You're not 14 days, 30 days, and you're out of here. No.
And some people have gone through the program and been thrust out into this real shitty world and have had to come back.
Yeah, yeah.
But Greg and Donna, I mean, my God, I mean, they're just amazing. They're creating an empire is what they're doing.
Yes.
And
so many could learn so many things from them. It's not, it's as far as rehabilitating, but just the acceptance, the acknowledgement that yes, it is in your community, and let's do the right thing and help and be a part of the solution. I mean, it's just huge, and the fact that at the end of the interview, Greg Tatros said, You asked how much of the proceeds go to Jennas Promise, and he said 100%. And he or they, are maybe in a different situation than someone here might be.
They've had a very successful construction business.
Right, but they've worked hard for everything that they have.
Their whole lives.
And now they're sharing that, and they have. Greg said to us, I have enough money for retirement. My son's okay. And what am I going to do with stacks of cash? I'd rather give it back.
Right. And fight the vicious fight against addiction, drug use, and substance use disorder. So they've, when we say proceeds, we're talking about the roasting company. They do coffee roasting up in the hills of Johnson.
So good.
Oh my God, unbelievable! Globally sourced,
fly.
Right in Johnson is where they do this. And again, 100% of the proceeds directly supporting Jennas Promise, which is this nonprofit dedicated to removing barriers and stigmas for those that are seeking treatment. And frankly, they're kicking ass.
They are.
Huge ass. And I would be so honored. Please, if we could get Greg and Dawn to come to Barrie and sit down here in the studio.
They said that they would, and I think that when they open the cafe that we should be a part of that. We should go back and be a part of that. And it's definitely a community that I want to keep up with and to understand more about.
Have to, and we will. And we're dedicated to that. And I know that we get busy, but I also know that you're not going to allow us, Raylene, to let Jennas Promise
No,
slip through the cracks and not continue to be on our microphones.
Exactly. It's a very big piece of my life also. And
yeah. Oh, I know it is. I know it is. And I'm learning so much, by the way. This has enlightened me. I'm seeing another side of life and love that, frankly, I've never witnessed before in my entire life. So it's amazing to me. Chris Madison is tuned in this morning.
good morning, Chris. They're leaving soon. They're going to Nashville June 25th. They're going to record with Wayne Warner.
The Lindley Heartbreaks.
Yeah. So they debuted right here on Aired Out. They had never performed in front of people
It's amazing.
before. They came here and they did a kick-ass job. Then they went right over to Gusto's and kicked some more that night, and they're on a roll.
Yeah.
And they've come out with some really great new stuff. They've each written a couple of things solo, and they've, collaborated so that they do a couple of things together. And it's been interesting to watch them since they came.
Chris, go ahead and drop your link right there in the comments, bud.
The first week out of the gate of trying to do the concerts in their basement,
right.
They were like, they were talking a little bit. They didn't really know, and
Sure.
now how far they've come.
Yeah.
They, the mics and they've really stepped up their game.
Yes, they have.
And I can't wait for them to come back.
Yeah, he's so Teddy's asking us what kind of tree is behind you. Looks new. There's the tree. Teddy, just so you know, we were planning on talking about the tree this morning. We were never going to let that slip through.
No, that was on the list
That's
of
on
things.
the list. So let's talk about the damn tree, because it's right off Raylene's right shoulder. You can see it right there.
I think it's a maple tree. I think it's a brand new maple tree, but I don't know. That's what the leaves look like on this one. It looks different than some of the others.
Well, it's beautiful. They started working on it yesterday. It looks like the Spalding Career Center was down here, and they were trying to get the old stump of the old tree out of the ground without smashing up the sidewalk.
Yeah, they were using a chain. They were doing everything that they could do.
By the way, with the help of Dave Rouleau, he has told me about where these trees are coming from. The Community Garden Committee, which meets the second Wednesday of every month, by the way. Amanda Garland, who is the chair. I'm just finding out some more information here. But this is where Dave is just texting me right now. This is where these trees are coming from. I'm just reading here quickly. So... and Dave also says the City of Barrie website has volunteer opportunities under Council and Committee tab. Just click on that. And Michael Deering would be great to help solicit where volunteers are needed and getting people involved. So maybe we should have Deering on soon.
Yes.
To talk about that. Usually he's a regular watcher, listener. But... community gardens, that's where these trees are coming from. We're not, Raylene, we are not going to New York City and buying a bunch of trees that were planted in a couple of pots and bringing them back to Vermont. These are locally sourced right here.
Yes. Nice.
Vermont soil. So that's really cool. I think that's cool that we have this.
I agree.
Let's talk about one of our sponsors, Giroux General Transport. I think we all know that the demand has, frankly, never been higher for CDL drivers across the country. And Giroux General Transport, right here in Barrie, has been well aware of this all along. They saw the writing on the wall and said, we are stepping up now. So they're offering Class A and B CDL classes for several months now. And It's approximately, what, 7 weeks long, I think, is what it takes to get your CDL. There's no fooling around with this. I mean,
None at all.
If you want to get your CDL, you're going to work for it. This isn't some mamcy-pamsy, show up late for class and sit around and eat Doritos.
And I got to say, women, please apply.
Yes.
Right now, I was talking to Tracy the other night. There's a couple of women in the class, and sometimes they feel a little outnumbered. So, and I actually had a lady comment on one of the ads that I posted for Giroux that said, "I wish women could apply."
Well,
what do you mean you wish?
I saw that.
Yeah. What do you mean you wish? Get your ass up there and do it. If you're willing and able and that's something you want to do it.
Yep. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I think for some people there might be a little misconception of, oh my God, I don't have $6,000 kicking around in my pocket. I don't have $4,000 to do this. There are incentives. There are numerous programs.
Yes, some of those programs are. However, I talked to Tracy, so I just want to be very upfront about it.
Tracy Haynes.
Some of them are expiring with the things with the pandemic, and so some of them of the really easy ones to do are expiring. So it's important that if this is something that you want to do, that you get ahead of the game, because there may be extra steps that you weren't needing to take. It's not that you're not going to be able to get it.
Right.
The steps needed to be taken are a bit more lengthy.
That's right.
So if you want to get into, the class that, let's just say, that may start in September, that's something that you need to have your eyes on now to get the things done that you need to get done.
So the Class A CDL is around 7 weeks. The Class B is around 4 weeks. Class A, the most common, the most easy for employment. But like you just said, the funding opportunities that are available are incredible. These grants cover most, and in some cases, all of the tuition.
And so they just require some work on your end.
Right.
And so
I think what we're saying is that if you are even remotely thinking about a different career and maybe pursuing your CDL, which you're gonna make some good coin. You're gonna make some good money as a truck driver. Reserve your spot. I think reserve your spot to take a class, and don't wait because classroom spots are filling quickly. I think saying reserve your spot would be an understatement.
Oh yeah, I mean they fill up very quick.
So let's be more blunt. Get off your ass.
Yeah, and no matter what, try it. And you don't. And I always say, first of all, if you're not sure, at least have a conversation,
Right.
With Tracy and
Well,
find out if it's something that works for you, or even Bill. Sit down and talk to them and find out, and talk to other people.
Right.
But no matter who you are or what challenge you might feel that you're facing in applying, at least have the discussion. Don't rule it out for yourself, no matter what career you're doing. But
yeah, spots are filling up quickly. And if you think you're not smart enough to take these tests and study and do that, think again. You've got to try this out. Like you just said, give Bill and Tracy a call, and classroom spots are. I mean, they've been booking months ahead of time. I don't even know where they are now. I don't.
Yeah, well, there are a few slots open right now for July, but they were filling quick. So I say that, and that was 2 days ago. So they could be full.
Yeah. I think the training is like a Monday through Friday thing from.
But they have day and night classes now.
Yeah.
They're not just in Berlin
That's right.
anymore.
Because they know that you're probably working full time somewhere, so they work with your employer, and they make it easy for you.
Yeah, and all of the information is posted on Aired Out, of
Right.
course, and so people can see who to call, what to do.
And their
how to
Facebook
get-
page,
Yes.
which is at Giroux General Transport. That's GIROUX General Transport. Presenting sponsor of the Aired Out podcast. So tell them we sent you, and give Tracy a call. Her phone is blasting.
Yeah, it really is.
She's got to have that sucker like plugged in, charging constantly. 279-3325.
802.
Yeah, of course. 802-279-3325. So don't wait on this. Get on it. All right? We love having them as a sponsor, by the way. Days like this with the rain. As a motorcyclist, we begin our days with looking
Crying.
we look out the window and we think, should I take the bike? What's the percentage of the rain today? We get all worked up about it. This morning, I was like, I'm going to check the percentage here. So I get on the app, punch it in, and it says 100% chance for rain.
And so did you start digging through the cupboards for heavy-duty garbage bags to see if possibly you could wrap yourself up in some way before you
Get some duct
hit
tape
the road
get some
around your
duct tape
neck?
around the neck?
Yeah,
Yeah. Thought about it.
you did.
I
Or just
thought
put the
about it.
bag over your head. You'll be all right.
Would that be an improvement? Whatever. But I've got Lulu with me today, so it would have been difficult to get Lulu on the back of the bike.
Yeah, you don't think she would have liked that too much.
Probably would have been clawed up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm pretty sure. Look at her sitting over there
oh,
like
yeah.
little princess,
Oh,
though.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? Her
There-
little legs crossed.
There's so much going on. There's so much happening in and around our community. The farmers markets. There was one last night. The weather was perfect for it. It was just great.
Yeah, that was their second one, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2. Yeah.
So they have kicked off, and we need to think of more things we can do to get people down here and into the city, though, than what's happening right now. To support our
Agreed.
merchants and get people walking and traveling and getting into the stores.
Agree. You know what? Lulu is letting someone know that
Justin.
that she's here. You know what I love is, and I know that it's summertime, is when you
Should
hear
I go help?
No,
In case
it's all
it's
right.
the person that doesn't know to just
Well, you can
go.
I love the fact that when you hear the music that's playing live out on the sidewalk at the quarry, is when I hear the music reverberating around the city and the buildings right here on North Main Street. I know that it's summertime, and get over there, have a little sip of sunshine, and kick back, enjoy a burger. It's just wonderful. Get yourself off your couch, get out of the house, walk up and down North Main Street this summer, get some fresh air, maybe enjoy a creamy, and gaze into the studio here. You can directly across from Nelson's. You can walk right up to the glass and peer in and see our operation here, and stop in sometime. We would love to see you as well. We're watching some developing stories today in the news, and we're also watching the weather. It looks like it's not going to be the best weekend for the weather. I wouldn't say it's going to be a washout by any stretch of the imagination, but we are going to have some showers returning for a little bit of the weekend. So keep that in mind if you have plans to, some projects or what have you. But anyway, I was just saying, Raylene, we're watching some development stories in Vermont, and we're going to be posting them up today, tonight, tomorrow, and through the weekend. And be safe this weekend if you're out and about. Don't be drinking and driving or doing some asshat type moves.
Right. And did you let everyone know that we will be talking with Bridget?
Oh yes, I didn't.
You
11 o'clock. I'm sorry, I forgot.
All right.
11 o'clock.
So we will be speaking with Bridget Grace.
Yep. 11 a.m.
11 this morning, and I can't wait to talk to her and see what her views are on the current opioid crisis and
There's a lot
other
to talk
crises in the community.
11 a.m. Right.
She'll be coming in, and then are you all done?
Oh no, you go right ahead.
I was just curious.
No.
So I have to tell you a couple of things.
Please.
He's like trying to button up here and get out of here. Must be he has to pee because all of a sudden he's in like some big freaking rush to close, and usually he'll talk for 4 hours freaking straight.
Having some prostate issues.
Yeah,
lately,
you have issues, all right. Anyways, recently, there was a post, and I saw the post, and it was interesting to me because, as you know, I've had a couple of run-ins lately with a bear at my house.
Oh yes.
And so
have we named the bear?
No. Okay. And it's not like it's a huge one, but so a couple of times now, and I saw a post that somebody said, something about a bear, and people have been just talking about them so much, and lately, and I think I know, big deal. It's Vermont. It's a bear, whatever.
Yeah.
But we have to admit that we see them out and about a lot more lately than we ever did before.
Yes, we do.
I don't remember ever seeing bear as much as I do now. I think it's because of COVID and the fact that we were all still. And so they're like, hey, we got our space back. And so now they're roaming around.
Yeah.
And they're scared to death of you.
Yep.
They, if you cornered their cubs or something.
That's different.
But otherwise, of course it's startling. You freak. I scream. I've done it at camp a few times, come face to face with one in the night and, screech, and they go, but they'll run quicker than you. Just say boo to them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so somebody posted that they had seen this bear. So I posted this. This is what I said. I didn't,
Someone has seen the same bear that was on your front step?
No, it was a different bear. So that they saw in a different location. It was up in Eastbury. But I just said I had one curled up and sleeping on my porch the other morning. I'm in East Montpelier. Took up my entire porch. I opened my door to let in fresh air and just about had a heart attack. It didn't even care that my dogs were barking at it.
Yep.
Who needs coffee to wake up when you've got bear? That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
There was a lady that found that to be very offensive.
Oh, here we go with the offensive word. Everyone's offended by everything.
Because I said it, and I wasn't willing to just refer to it as a bear or give it a... Are you kidding me? No, I'm not afraid to call it a bear, or why can't I call it what it is? Or, that doesn't mean that I want to shoot it. It doesn't mean I want to bring it any harm. That's right, it. We are already talking about a bear. We don't... What is the big deal that I called it? I said it. Did I need to say bear every time instead of it? How stupid would that have even sounded? So I just find it a little bit absurd. Not a little bit, a lot of it. How eager people are to freaking argue and be mean about something. Are you really just sitting at home on your damn computer or phone looking for something to be an asshole about? And then send me private message about my little paragraph about haha. No, I agree. There's nothing funny about it, about as far as, if people wanted to cause harm, but nobody wants to cause harm. They're just letting people know that they're out there. Some people don't understand that a bear is afraid of you and that it's going to run away. There are a lot of people that have lived here their whole lives and never seen one, and certainly not in their backyard in a cul-de-sac up off of Prospect Street. It just unheard of almost. But they're moving around. I didn't even know we had possum in Vermont until 2 years ago. I'd never seen one in my life. And now I see them all the time. So, whatever. So, that's the first one. I have to tell you the second one now.
Holy shit, there's more.
So, somebody else wrote, Fisher cat spotted crossing the street by Body Tech Matheson Playground area. Please keep your pets inside. Now, that I agree with. Fisher cats are vicious. They're not nice. They won't be nice to you. They won't be nice to your pets. They're just not nice. And if you are offended that I said that, tough shit. I don't really care. So, a friend of mine that lives right up on Camp Street had posted a video and 2 pictures of a Fisher cat in the day. She was out in her yard with her dog, and there was a Fisher cat up in the tree that started snapping its tail. Now, I had to screenshot the pictures to post them, and I couldn't post the video, but those things, they make a lot of racket. They're just not nice.
I've never seen one.
I'll show you the picture. They actually, if you look at them, they kind of look like a little bear, and they're kind of cute until you see their claws and stuff. But anyways, so...
vicious like a honey badger.
Yeah, so to, make people aware, I just post the 2 pictures that I screenshot and said, this one was spotted on Camp Street late last week in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
This is what I get.
What, stop. What's offensive about what you just wrote?
Well, no, this wasn't offensive. This one isn't offensive.
Oh.
But it brings this statement from somebody. Just because they are nocturnal doesn't mean they are sick when they go out during the day. Excuse me, where the fuck did I say it was sick? Did I say it was sick? Did I say it was going to cause any problems? Did I say it had rabies, was going to do anything, attack you, do anything? Tell me. Stop trying to find an argument somewhere, anywhere, everywhere you look. Just stop.
Thank you for saying that.
And that's just 2 little incidences. And does it piss me off? Yes, it pisses me off because I just don't understand why we are literally that pissed off about that you have to find anything to just be an asshole about.
God.
Where did I say it was sick? Where?
This is what I was leading off this morning on the podcast.
I just don't get it.
People are just emotionally charged right now.
Well, and I said, I don't recall. I'm trying to find where this picture is. I said,
Would you screenshot that at some point and drop it in the comments here so everyone? Would you do that?
And to the person giving me a hard time about, calling the bear it, I said, first of all, I wasn't saying it because I didn't want to give identity.
Yeah.
One, I didn't think we were supposed to give anything an identity anymore. Sorry. But that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I sure as hell didn't open my screen door and lift up its leg to check its gender.
Okay. That was a question that I was going to ask you.
Oh, hell no. And the dogs, I mean, it was the cutest thing, though. It woke up when when the dogs finally stirred it somehow. It had no intentions of, waking. It was early in the morning, and that bear was like, what the hell are you people doing? But it stretched its little legs, and stood up, looked at the dogs, and left.
It's raining outside right now.
It is. Lulu, come see me.
I hope you're not offended by the fact that it's raining outside right now. That's not. You don't find that offensive, do you? That's not bothering.
I find it extremely offensive that it's raining outside.
My God, please, people, get a grip.
Just relax. Be nice to each other.
You're going to be okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. Be happy.